This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity.
Angela is in Midland, Texas. Hi, Angela. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, all. How are you?
Better than I deserve. How can we help?
My husband and I are new to baby step 7, and we called our financial advisor to see what to do with the extra money, and he suggested a life insurance retirement plan, and it kind of raised a red flag because it has life insurance in it.
It would raise a red flag. It would shoot off fireworks. Fireworks that would cause me to change financial planners. I don't think you get a financial planner. I think you have an insurance agent.
And that's what I thought.
Yeah. No. I mean, who does this guy have a company that he works for?
Yes, it's one of the national places.
One of the national insurance places?
No, it's a financial advisor national place.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know if I can say it on there.
You can say whatever you want to, but I'm just trying to figure out who I want to trash. So here's the thing. Very few people recommend that in the financial world unless they're in the insurance business. Very few. And so if he's working for a traditional brokerage house type thing and he's recommending this, he's an unusual bird. How old is this guy?
Oh, he seems to be about late 30s, early 40s.
Okay. Yeah, that's unusual too then. All right.
Yeah. It's an Edward Jones.
Okay. All right. It's unusual for Edward Jones. We don't work with Edward Jones, but it's unusual for them because they're typically a typical brokerage house, and they're not usually peddling this crap. So I don't know where this kid's doing this thing, but yeah, that scares me. And no, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Do you have a recommendation?
What to do with extra money at baby step 7?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I personally have been doing that for 30 years or so, and I buy mutual funds that have a low turnover ratio, or I buy real estate that I pay cash for.
Okay.
And so what I have ended up doing, honestly, is I've ended up throwing money into an S&P 500 no-load fund until it gets enough in there to buy a piece of real estate. And then I pull it out and do that. So here's the why you do. Let me explain what that means, low turnover ratio means, okay? Inside of a mutual fund, the percentage of the stocks inside the mutual fund, there's 90 to 200 stocks in the typical mutual fund. The percentage of them that are sold every year is called the turnover ratio. The profits on those sales are all taxable. So if a mutual fund, say, had 100% turnover, 100% of the profits from that mutual fund that year would be taxable. Follow me?
Right.
If you don't sell a stock and it goes up in value, you do not pay taxes on the capital gain until you sell it. You understand that, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So if a stock goes from $50 to $70 and you don't sell it, until you sell it, you don't pay taxes on that $20 gain per share. Mutual funds are the same way. So if you get a low turnover ratio, like an S&P 500 will usually have a 3 to a 5% turnover ratio, meaning 95% of the profits are not taxable until you sell the mutual fund. Okay. And when you do sell the mutual fund out, you're going to pay taxes at a capital gains rate if you've held it for more than 1 year, and that rate would be 15%, a lot less than your ordinary income rate. So it's a great way to save money. So, capital gains growth of any kind is not taxable until you sell it. So if you buy a house for $100,000, it goes to $150,000 as a rental. You do not pay taxes on that capital gains growth until you sell the house. If you buy a low turnover mutual funds, you don't pay taxes on it. So it's basically tax deferred growth. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So a low turnover mutual fund, and click online and go to SmartVestor at RamseySolutions.com and find the broker that or brokers that we're recommending in your area. They will not give you this type of advice. They will teach you the stuff that I'm teaching you right now, and they can help you find some low turnover mutual funds, and you'll get an investment advisor that you can trust. But It's nothing against Edward Jones, but that kid's giving bad advice there, and that's honestly, it's unusual for Edward Jones. I'm shocked, but usually they would be more traditional than that. I half expected her to give me a life insurance company's name.
I thought the national one was coming, and I wonder if this young man's getting a commission, a little kickback on this.
Oh, definitely. Commissions on these things are 10x what it is on a mutual fund.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a big commission item, but even then, the brokerage houses have abandoned it. Are these people, like a Raymond James or an A.G. Edwards or whoever. I mean, Merrill Lynch. They've abandoned selling this stuff long ago because everyone outside the life insurance business has figured out that these whole life and universal life products are absolute trash. They're horrible, chunked full of fees. Overpriced insurance. They get upside down and run backwards before you know it. I mean, it's a disastrous industry. It's an antiquated industry. And so the only people that say whole life insurance is good are people that sell it. That's the only one. I mean, but this kid's only bringing it up because, somebody brought it into some sales meeting, pitched this guy, and he's young and he just bit because he could say he got dollar signs in his eyes off the commissions. That's exactly what happened.
Yep. That's right.
Because again, I would wager to say, again, we don't do any business. No Edward Jones or SmartVestor Pros. Okay, but I'm not mad at them. They're a traditional good company. There's nothing wrong with the company in general, and so I do think this is unusual.
Yeah.
If you told me you're doing something like Northwestern Mutual, well, then I would have said, run.
Yeah, right. Well, that's their
way
signature,
different, right? Instead, I'm just saying you should reconsider who's giving you advice. Yeah, it's a little different. Oh my gosh, but yeah, that's what you're facing. So, wow, yeah, whole life insurance and leasing a car are two signs that you are 100% intent on remaining in the middle class.
Right.
These are the payday lenders of the middle class. And, the lower class, generally, they get ripped off by lower socioeconomic ladder. I don't mean class, but I'm talking about class in terms of financial inputs. They get ripped off by tote the note lot, rent to own, pawn shops. That's who's in their end of town. Payday lenders are the worst of the worst, the scummies to the scum. So the whole life insurance agent, the car leasing, is the payday lender of the middle class.
Yep.
That's what it amounts to. And, that's who rips them off. See, you don't see these things in the rich end of town.
No, you don't. That's the other thing I wanted to ask you.
You know why? Because rich people don't do that stuff. That's how they got rich.
What's the ratio of people in Baby Step 7 really needing insurance? You become self-insured.
She was just looking for a retirement. She was looking for an investment vehicle.
Oh, I know. But I just wanted to bring this up for new listeners because this idea of insurance in general.
Well, life insurance, I don't know. I mean, it's based on,
net worth.
If you die, is there enough money to take care of everybody that's left?
Right.
That's the formula.
Right.
And if you're sitting on $10 million and the kids are grown and gone and you die, you don't need life insurance. I don't have life insurance.
Right.
My kids are grown and gone. They're independent. Right. And there's hundreds of millions of dollars of assets left to Miss Sharon. She'll be fine, So I think she can struggle through. What do you think, So I don't think she needs freaking life insurance. So, you become self-insured by getting the kids grown and gone, getting rid of the debts, and building a balance in your retirement and your investments, right?
That's right.
So you got a couple $1 million in your retirement. You got a paid-for house. Kids are grown and gone. Your need for life insurance is gone.
That's right.
And so then the only time they would bring it up to somebody like Angela, in her case, is trying to sell it as an investment program, which is a bunch of crap.
Yeah. Keep those in two separate buckets.
One of those little emojis, turds with eyes on it. That's what this thing is. That's exactly what it is.
We need that little pile of turd emoji, James.
We need that. We need to be able to pop that up at will here.
With a sound effect, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Just put it right there on the old whole life insurance right there. Boom. Right there. Boom. Boom. Right there. Yeah. Boom.
Thanks for listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at RamseySolutions.com/invest or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.